Recording in progress.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Yang Xiang will be coming in later because he just ended his shooting. So he'll come in about 20 minutes late. So I can't wait on 20 minutes. So hopefully Yang Xiang, please refer to the video that I'm going to go through this one first. Okay. Just to recap, I mentioned before, right? April is going to be a very, very important month. There'll be a few tests coming up here and there. So I believe this is the first time we look at this one, right? Right, first time, oh. First time, right, Ziying? What did Zhao Xuan reply? Wei Kun.
Did not reply.
I need him to acknowledge. If not, I don't want to. You know, I'm very OCD. Sorry. Okay, there are few type of sources. Take note. Okay, first, these are the sources that we are talking about. This month is about SPQ. Okay. Okay, you know about the SRP. This is when I was in my secondary school, we are talking about this. So I think there's not much changes. Okay, don't mind because they are quite with me for a while already. Of course, Pei Kun, Zhao Xuan, Xing Chen, no need to say that you have been with me for so long already. And Tiao Xing, if you have any question, please stop me because every slide here are very important. Okay, so please, because you are pretty new, I don't want you to be left out behind. It's not because I want to target you. I hope you understand. Right, then later halfway through when Yang Xiang come in, I have a very, very important things to share with all of you because I don't want him to be absent from that. So I will just show you later on. First of all, we have this type of skills here, source-based skills. We have basic inference, we have inferring on purpose, comparison, and test reliability and evaluating of usefulness and test assertions. So these are all the skills that you're going to use whether you're in SS or history. Definitely not much on the geography side. Okay, now move on to the next slide. Oh, before I move on, can you tell me just I will call every one of these. Okay, Qiao Xing, out of these one, 2, 3, all here, all here. Which skill do you think, okay, to you which skill do you think is the easiest that you can think and score mark in your O level, or you think that okay, no, I rephrase, I don't want O level, too late already. Which skill do you think by can I say by June? All right, I give you 3 months by June, because next 2 months we'll be doing all this. Should I say by your mid-year exam is coming on, Chelsea? Okay, say before your mid-year exam, what? That is next month, Is it next month? Very good. You also, Chelsea. Ziying, is it next month also? Okay, so can we, okay, then sorry, I cannot wait until O level, that's too late. Okay, Chelsea, which skill do you think is the easiest for you and which skill do you think is the most difficult for you? Back to you.
I've done basic inference of purpose, comparison. I think most hardest would be
assertion.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Xiao which one is the easiest for you?
Rest are still okay.
Okay, good. So your skill has been tested. All these skills have been tested already, right? By now, okay. So assertion is the most difficult. The tougher. Okay, thank you. How about you, Pei Kun?
The comparing is the easiest for me, and
Whoa.
assertion is the hardest.
Okay, thank you, sir. How about Xing Chen? Which skill do you think is the easiest for you and the other, which one is the tougher?
I find usefulness harder.
The easiest?
Reliability.
Reliability tougher. Oh, okay. All right. Zhao Xuan,
Reliability easy.
Reliability easy. Oh, usefulness tougher. Okay. Zhao Xuan? He reply you now. Big one. Did he reply you? No. Okay, never mind. I pause on. Maybe he's in the toilet or halfway through bathing or whatever. Okay, Ziying, which is the easiest and the tougher?
Easiest is inference. What's testing assertion again?
What is testing assertion? Is that? Yeah, I also don't know. I also don't know what they're saying. I also don't know. You sure not? You know me? Not you, not Ziying. You know me? Bei Kun, you know what is assertion now? Xiao Xing. You don't believe I cross-reference? Xing Chen, testing assertion easy, man?
It's just tedious, but it isn't very difficult most of the time.
The way you talk like that, people 我们的这个美女都不知道你在讲什么嘞。你躺在床上讲得很容易星辰。Are you sure not? It's very tedious. Okay, joke aside 星辰不要生气。乔欣跟贝坤其实不要生气其实我已经 started to give the example to 子英了，可能他不知道我这样做是什么意思。子英 ，testing assertion is just what I already use it the example already. I use how many people to tell you the answer about assertion? 3%, right? Minus 为赵璇因为赵璇不在吗？对不对 ？Assertion 就是把全部的 source from A to E 全部搬出来去balance it. So don't laugh you laugh, I tell you, I will switch on my camera. I don't want to see your face Please, which source do you think Uncle Raymond most handsome? I say don't laugh Hold on you laugh, I switch off So source A, my wife say I'm very handsome. Yeah. Source B, my children say I'm very handsome. Source C, Bei Kun say, oh my goodness, please I'd rather look at the pig more handsome than Uncle Raymond. Okay. Source D, okay, my ex-student say that Uncle Raymond handsome. Oh, 我跟你讲，猪八戒照镜子。Okay, that's source A, B, C, D. D source E. Sheikh Time say the most ugliest man on earth is Uncle Raymond. Then my Facebook people say that wow, all the likes Uncle Raymond don't botak. You know it's botak, right? See, botak means 没有头发, but the most handsome man, better than the Will Smith. Keep your tag. What? Okay, remember the slapping? Okay, Ziying, joke aside, I use this example so that you can remember better. Now, this is where which source will tell you. 明白吗? So you start to select A, B, C, say I'm handsome. D, E, F, say I'm not handsome. Right? 明白吗? So this is where Bei Kun and Qiao Xing find it is very hard to assert. Bei Kun and Qiao Xing, don't worry. I think I taught you before, right? By looking at the provenance, you know it's provenance, right? Okay, for example, Ziying, if my wife say I'm handsome, so that is from the source, right? 对吗? From the horse's mouth, right? Ziying, my wife say I'm handsome. Is there an ultimate motive for her to say that I'm handsome? Even though I'm really honestly, I'm very ugly. Okay, please don't worry, don't laugh, no need. Don't need to end of the lesson after you vomit out everything. Okay, see. So what is the purpose of the ultimate motive that my wife say I'm handsome? No, I mean seriously, if you cannot answer these questions, three of you will have a big problem. So later I ask Qiao Xing and Bei Kun, what Xing Chen said just now is very tedious and laborious. It is not really that. Okay. The reason why I want to share this is not really difficult. In fact, assertions to me, of course, you say your teacher is the easiest. To me, honestly, sometimes I will confuse reliability and usefulness. Seriously. So just a quick one, Ziying. It is useful. Okay, all the sources are useful. Agree on Qiao Xing. All the sources are useful. 对吗, Bei Kun? But which source is more reliable? So for example, Ziying, if A source A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 sources say that these 6 sources all the 6 sources are useful to say that whether Uncle Raymond is ugly or handsome, right? Definitely all sources are useful. But which source are most reliable? Is it Straits Times? Is it Straits Times? Okay, make it simple. Okay, since we are an assertion, later we will talk about it. Okay, let's move on to next one. I go through with you. Give me a minute. I go through everything. Then wait for Yang Xiang. Ziying. Later, if Uncle Raymond, I'm like a dolly fish. I got short-term memory in case. If I finish everything and Yang Xiang come in, you must Jialing. Oh yeah. See what Jialing. Jialing. Sorry. I totally forgot Jialing. I just attended my wife uncle's wake, who was just 3 days ago passed. So I just came back a bit. Jialing, are you there? Sorry, my Wi-Fi just suddenly lag. I'm so sorry. I told you, I just say that I just came back from my wife uncle's wake, who is just 62 years old, passed away of stomach cancer. This is where he refused to go and check up, go for chemotherapy. That's where something like Ziying is like assertions. Which one is it? Okay, Jialing, sorry. I totally forgot about you that start. So sorry. Blur today. My fault. Jialing. Jialing, out of these sources 请问你哪一个是对你最容易的？那哪一个是最难的？
Comparing is the easiest.
Okay.
Hardest is maybe it's testing assertion.
Oh. So all of them are all testing assertion. Okay. You know what is the testing assertion for, right? That means you test all the sources like. You know that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, Zhao Xuan, are you there? Zhao Xuan, are you there? Okay, let's go for this one. So Ziying later, okay, I'm going to give you another example of a testing assertions. Okay. Right. So here, under the source, we have maths, cartoon, poster, photograph. Okay, these are all to be tested, confirmed in O level, oral interview graph. In fact, all of these are, you know which one I hate most? And most of the children or students will feel that the most difficult. The same thing, Qiaoxing, all of these are based on source-based question. Which one is the most difficult and easiest? Please write down, Hey, seriously, write down, please. Because this is where you have to find your SWOT, your strength, your weakness, opportunity, and threat. Okay, Qiaoxing, let's go. We got a lot of things to share today, so please. Because after that, when you end my lesson, I'm going to do my ART test because I'm doing my police duty for the next 10 hours tomorrow. So I have to do and quickly submit by 10 o'clock. So please, come on.
Could you repeat?
Which one? Okay, for me, I start. The most difficult I hate most, as a teacher, I hate this one. I hate this one. And most of the students, I don't know about you, most of the students, when they interpret this graph in SPQ, most of them flop. Okay, so I hate this one. The easiest is always cartoon or poster. I mean, it's pictorial. Okay, this is the easiest for me. And this is the most, that one I hate most. Because I don't like statistics. Okay, so that's for me. How about you for Qiaoxing?
Textual would be most easy, then hardest either oral interviews or statistical.
Okay, so so sorry to interrupt. Yeah, okay, so 记住Qiaoxing. So every time when I come up for this SVQ, all these things, you have to tell me, okay, so I will emphasize, Uncle, I'm no good at statistical. Can you explain more? Okay, thank you. How about Pei Kun?
Like the harder is graph and the easiest is pictorial.
You see a lot say that. Okay, how about Xing Chen? Xing Chen? You want me to repeat my questions? Which one is the easier and which one is tough?
Textual in general is usually easier.
Texture is easier. The tougher one?
pictorial, since what they're asking you to find is not always immediately obvious.
Oh, okay. So 1,000 means a picture speaks 1,000 words, right? Okay, Jialing.
Easiest I think is textual. Hardest is statistical.
Oh, so it's the same. Wait, sorry, I may not really wait, give me a minute. I'm typing something important. Give me a minute, Jialing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are saying is the tougher is graph, is it?
Yeah,
And then the easiest?
textual.
So all agree, So I was right, just now when I mentioned graph is one. Sometimes don't say, later I will interpret and let you know how, okay, one by one, thank you. I still haven't get Zhao Xuan responding to me. I don't know what happened. Okay, he just turned on, but he's not there. Next. Okay, this is, what do you think? Ziying, is this one, do you think is texture or what? So there's few types of pictorial, textual, statistical, or oral interview. What do you think? Ziying?
Textual.
Thank you. Ready? Look here, please. Pay attention. Everyone, please look at your screen. Xingzhen don't look is fine. Because I know, okay, this one take note. Ziying, you see there's a plus, minus, and a one straight line, right? You see that? Okay. From now on, Pei Kun, Jialing, I think Jialing you know, right? I shared this with you before, right? Jialing, you have been with me for quite long already, right? You should know, right, Jialing? Jialing? Hello, can you answer me? Here. This one. Can you remember?
No.
Okay, never mind. Okay, Jialing, okay, never mind. Mute your mic. Ziying, do you think these comments are made by the former Prime Minister of Goh Chok Tong at the National Rally? Okay, 我们不要看这个先Okay, we don't look at this please be honest don't speak first Ziying, do you think this is going to be a positive text that he say or a negative or neutral? Now you understand? From now on, everything you see the SPQ is either look at my hand or either you're Ultraman. Okay, Ultraman plus or you minus like Jesus. Or you stand like stick neutral. Okay? So you tell me, Ziying, is it plus, minus, or neutral? 不要读，你不要读先 be honest， 不要读，只是看那个 comments。他在 National Rally 应该是要讲 positive 的东西，对吗？他不可能，各位亲爱的同胞们，我们新加坡将面临distinction extinction， 我们全部新加坡人会死翘翘。不可能这样讲的吗？对吗，贝坤 ？Okay. By the time I end the speech, I'm going to press the button and Singapore will be disappear from the surface of the earth. Good night. Boom. No, right, Pei Kun. It sounds ridiculous, correct? So definitely must be positive, right? Ziying, you agree? Okay, you don't agree, Never mind. You can don't agree one, no. Please. I would prefer you don't agree. Okay? Then you read. Let's go.
I have no authority to order you to get married or to decide how many children you should have. As a husband, a father, and now a grandfather, I can only tell you that family adds warmth and meaning to our lives. Friends are important, but family is indispensable. We would be so much lonelier if we did not have a partner with whom to share our achievements and anxieties, our joys and sorrows. The house would be so much emptier without the laughter of children. How miserable we would be if we have no children to look after us when we grow old and weak.
So it's very positive, right? They want you to get married, right? Right, Ziying? It's just like your parents, 哎呀，女儿啊，你这么大了，还不要快点结婚快点 have sex, and then have children, 他给 daddy 妈咪抱孙子very sweet, very blunt Okay, definitely is positive 对吗？嘉玲，他不跟你父母亲，哎呀，你结婚做什么？你生了孩子做什么？你养活不了自己，还结婚做什么？你生孩子做什么？不要浪费钱了No parents will say like this, correct True or not? See, no parents say like this. So now you understand, children. Your teacher never teach you this, right? No, right, Ziying? So now you understand. It's not difficult to put plus, minus, and neutral. Okay, Yang Xiang, we are talking about this. Okay, so Yang Xiang, let's go back the quick one. Okay, because I'll be fair to all of you. Which one is the easiest? Yang Xiang, which one is the easiest?
Source based lah.
No, all this.
Oh. What do you mean? Or like, wait. What do you mean? Which one is the easiest?
To you.
Oh, source based law.
Yeah, these are all source based.
Oh, that's a topic. Oh, my bad.
No, this is Christmas. We are preparing for coming Christmas. Silent night.
Comparing to me, it's easier.
Easier.
Yeah.
Okay. The most tougher, the most difficult.
Oh, inference. I cannot infer. Yeah.
No, brother. If you cannot infer, you got problem to doing testing assertion.
It's like I know what they are talking about, but I have a hard time writing it down. Like phrasing it lah.
I see. Okay. Wait, how about this one? Which one is the easiest? Pictorial, textual, statistical, oral? For me, Uncle Raymond, I find that statistical is the worst. Because I don't like math. So, but I still have to like it for the sake of my student. I find this is the easier. Picture is the easier for me. This is the toughest. How about you?
I like textual the most. And I hate pictorial the most.
I tell you,
Yeah.
no, I'm not telling you, sorry. Ziying, you got any girlfriend, please don't introduce Yang Xiang. He's not romantic one. You know, next time Yang Xiang go out with his wife, his wife say, dear, look at the things there. He will look at it. Why? You see seals, 70% Hermes. So then he walk away. He's very good. You will ignore. You will not infer. Why so? Don't buy lah. So don't want not nice. Wow, very smart, Yang Xiang. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about assertions. First, ready? Can we use that? Ready, Ziying? Because I wait for Yang Xiang to come in. So don't move, Ziying. Source A. Ready? Yang Xiang, all of you pay attention. I'm doing testing assertion. Source A. The person who say that I'm a gay. I'm a gay, You know it's a gay, No lah, don't like that. Okay, very nice. Source A, okay, Xiaoxing is drinking water, if not after the water spill now. Ayo, poor thing, all the whole place wet. Source A say that I'm a gay is for my wife. Okay, take note. Source B who say that I'm a gay is my son. Source C who say he's a gay is from Yang Xiang. Source D is a person who say I'm a gay is for my ex-student. The source E, a source from the newspaper say that Uncle Raymond wearing the ballerina tutut dancing in Orchard Road is a gay. Then the ICA passport say that I'm not a gay. All right. Then the last one is from the Newcastle saying that I am not a gay. So now tell me, Ziying, which one do you think is more powerful? How, Zhao Xuan, are you there, Zhao Xuan?
The one from the news.
The one from the what?
News.
The news is more reliable. Why?
Because they tend to be more unbiased.
You're wrong. Sometimes the social media news is even more biased. True or not, Bei Kun? True or not, Jialing? True or not? I think the most reliable is the ICA. You know it's ICA, right? The passport one. True or not? Agree or not, Xiaoxing? Why? Because that one have to test you whether you're male or female. Hello, excuse me. I need to go toilet one there. If they say I'm a gay, I'm a changed sex. You know, going toilet is an issue, right? Agree or not? Bei Kun, you agree? Serious, it's very dangerous, right? So now, why do you think, Yang Xiang, source A, my wife say I'm a gay? What is the agenda?
Like, is no scenario, I just say.
Correct, well done.
So it's so infer can be because the type of toilet you go into, like male or female.
Saying that why my wife say that I'm the gay. Why got to do with my
Or
toilet?
or just observe her. Then I guess.
No, okay, let me explain. My wife say I'm a gay because she want to divorce me and get my property. My son also say I'm a gay because I don't want to give my inheritance to him. Okay, source C, who is that? My present student, that is you, who say that I'm a gay because you're not happy with me because I did not give you enough marks to pass. Source D, my ex-students say that I'm also a gay because I have a crash or a crush or a quarrel with him in the past or with her in the past. That's why he say I'm a gay. Get me? Then the newspaper will put me as a gay dancing. The gay is is I'm dancing happily. Remember the word gay? Another meaning of gay is happily. So there's a playing of the pun of the words. Source E, A, B, C, D, E, right? Last two, right? No, I also lost count already. Source A, B, C, D, E, F. Source F, from the ICA, will say that I'm not gay because it's proven that my gender is a male. That one has no vested interest on me. Get it now? So when you're doing assertions, you have to know why do they pros and cons. The last one with the TV who's showing it, it might be because they want to gain popularity, because just like remember recently the Will Smith who slapped Chris Rock, right? They're gaining the popularity. People say that maybe it's already planned beforehand to say this. Some of them say no. So after that, Will Smith apologized and said that I will be out of the Oscar Academy. So this is not a plan, a stage plan. So it's something that is where assertions are important. Okay, so I hope I can give you some idea that you see assertions is very important to all of you, that we have to identify and check through every single source to ensure whether it's a positive, negative, or neutral. The main thing is when you look at the source, does it have the vested interest? Does it have been biasness? Why do you think this person say that? So, Ziying, are you doing history? No, okay, all of you don't mind, I use this example. We all know the Nanjing 大屠杀，对吗？懂吗？如果你们不懂真的是对不起良心。So 如果有一个 survivor 南京大屠杀的 survivor，take this seriously 他出来讲说，哇，日本人其实是很好的。Are you surprised to hear that? Definitely, right? But then he explain, then you will start to think, hey, cannot be, ma. You are the survivor of the Nanjing 大屠杀, and then you still say that you find Japanese good. Then she explained that because of this Japanese soldier, he saved his life from being massacred. That very good. Fair enough, right? That means the story that it's not 100% all the Japanese soldiers are bad. True not? 明白吗? So 你不可以一只竹竿打成整条船. You must really look through why since he's a survivor of the Nanjing 大屠杀 survivor, why he still praise the Japanese soldiers? But if the survivor say, yeah, the Japanese 日本鬼真的不好then you're not surprised, right? Why? Because of CK. Not Calvin Klein, not the supermarket, the shopping center called CK, because of right now, contextual knowledge. Okay, the contextual knowledge tells you that, no, not enough, you still have what? Your GK. Okay, your general knowledge. True what? Correct now. CK is on your textbook itself to prove to you that it is true that the Japanese are really atrocities and killing, a massacre. Yes, I agree. But on top of my contextual knowledge, I have my general knowledge to support it that the Japanese soldiers are very, very cold-blooded. This is where Bei Kun, Jialin, Yang Xiang, Qiao Xing, and Ziying, this is where the assertions come in. 明白吗? You cross-reference a lot of things. You get it? So far, you get it now? Get it now? Okay, Thank you. Now, let's move on to this one here. Just now you see this Goh Chok Tong. Okay, Yang Xiang, since you came in late, take note of these three things, plus, minus, and neutral. Okay? So later we'll go on, take note. Can you write down? Plus means saying positive things. Write down on your paper somewhere. But anyway, I will give you this note in the next few lessons. But I need to go through this to refresh your memory coming for your exam, all right? Zhao Xuan, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm back.
Where did you go?
Oh, I was showering.
Huh?
I was showering.
Why you got such a big surface area to shower so long? Huh? I assertion already inference. Okay, just kidding. Can you turn on your mic, please? Starting from this month, all of you is compulsory to turn on your mic. Later, I'll show you why. All right. Now let's move on. Okay, just okay, let's look at this one here. Okay, this is another example for oral. Okay, but one thing, Zhao Xuan, all of you, there's no prominence to tell you who did this. So this one can't tell. This one. Now remember, look here. I always, hey, what's wrong, man, bro? Okay. I always love pictures. It's the easiest to me. Ready? Four corners. Ta-dang, 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 ta-dang. And then the ta-dang. I can tell a story already. This is India, right? You can't see very clearly. This is India. If you study the social study, you know Sri Lanka got conflict between the Tamil and the Sinhalese. So this is India because, and then this 1983, that's where they tie the Tamil. So India got a lot of Tamils. So this is an island, the water, and then this is Sri Lanka. And then this guy say, I don't like your expression of concern. Please get out of here. Don't interfere our things. So this picture is that they're very hostile towards India who want to support the Tamils. Now, you see, during the Sri Lanka conflict, can you imagine, Pei Kun? You know, Singapore, regardless of your color of the skin, your Malay, English, Chinese, Indian, or Eurasian, right? As long as you score 4 A1s or all the A's, you will go to medicine, right? Along, correct? 对不对？Pei Kun？可是这个不一样嘞，这个那个 Tamil 他要 score 300 points， 他才可以 become medicine study medicine serious And then for the Sinhalese, they only can score 100 marks, they can go to medicine already. Is it fair? Not fair, right? It's true, no? That's why they got this Tamil tiger against the government of Sinhalese. Then within 3 years, the Tamils must learn how to speak Sinhalese in the government sectors. If not, they will be out of job. Prior to that, they used English because this country was run by the British. Now you understand? Now you understand why 1983, you see the 4 corners. So I love pictures more because a picture speaks 1,000 words. It's how you go into the definitions, all right? So let's move on. This one, again, I like the 4 corners. Okay, I don't mind. This corner here, this corner, this corner. This is a real picture, correct now? Just now that one is drawing. This is a real picture, right? Yang Xiang? Hey, please, all of you, please focus on my laptop, on my screen because it's I only repeat once because it's very important. Every slide is very important. You realize just now that one is cartoon. Cartoon means can be biased, correct now? Maybe it was drawn by Indian journalist, right? So it's biased. But this one, the pictures, you will not be biased, even though the picture is taken by, say, a journalist in. So, for example, the Japanese bombed the place here. Okay, so the picture was taken by one of the journalists. This is true. Based on your CK and your GK right now, your contextual knowledge and your general knowledge, that it's true. It's really, I saw a lot of pictures like that was being bombarded by the Japanese, and that's why a very bad example. But this picture is not. This picture is to show the old Singapore, that the past and the present of Singapore transformation. This is the one. Please, listen. Since all of you say graph is the most difficult, please tolong, I beg you don't ever write this. Why are there aging population? Because at the age of 50, I can see that the female has increased to 200K. And then the male also to 100K. Therefore, there is aging population increase. Don't write like this. Are you okay, Chelsea? You look so tired. You okay? Okay. For benefit of Qiao Xing Gong, everyone stand up and do some warm-up exercise. Stand up, please. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hello. You say, thank you, Pei Kun. You do with me, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 让你们笑而已啦。你要我起来跳 aerobic dance 要给钱的哦。Very expensive one. Book my schedule one. Okay. Now, Ziying, does it show that I'm a gay? Okay. Now, don't ever do that. You have to use this, children. Okay, pay attention. You have to use the 40 to 49 minus this amount here, and then get the percentage. Remember? Get it now. Jialing. Okay, when you ever see a graph, you always take the previous one and the present to minus off and say there is an increase of 20%, 2%. Therefore, it's a drastic change. Now you understand, you interpret the graph. Because, children, if you are doing your A level, okay, who is going to take economics? In economics, I tell you, I did very badly for my econs when I'm A level. Okay, the demand and supply is the law of diminishing, no problem for me. When it comes to statistics, I did very badly, so I did not score very well for my economics. Now you understand I'm saying I'm a humanities subject. I hate to interpret all these things. That's not my cup of tea. But my classmates, they are damn solid. Wow, they do this. So when it comes to exam, I typically give out the paper, no. Okay, I just go there and anyhow do, no. That was, and I was 18, 19 years old, very immature. But now I'm already, I know, you see, I need to interpret the graph. Okay, so take note, always take the previous and minus, then find the difference. So like, for example, why are there more girls and more boys, something like that? Like by this one here, you take this one, you see the figure here, right? Let's say it's 100K. And this one, the young, it is 200K. So that's different by how many? So with the 100K, are they able, listen now, are they able to support the aging population for the next 30 years? Where the statistics say 2006. That means 20 years from now is 2026. And this baby boomer will go up to here, right? And all these, look here, all these will move up to here, right? Correct now? Agree? Of course, 20 years they'll move up. Wow, this is 2006, this is a figure, agree not saying? Even I don't know maths, I also know after 20 years, this one, that means it's an inverted triangle. Wow, cannot. That means there are more aging population than younger one. So you have to use your maths. Whoever are good in maths, you go and minus, get the differences and the percentage to show that because of the increase from a 10% to 50% of aging population, Singaporeans are not ready to accommodate with this kind of drastic change in the figure. Therefore, aging population is a big question mark for Singaporeans. We have to take into consideration, blah, blah, blah. Now, then you are right. But don't you tell me, oh, because of this one, they increased by 10% of the population to 200,000 to 300,000. The examiner will tell you, excuse me, I can read. Can you help to interpret? Can you help to dissect? Okay, so take note of this. Don't worry, children. There are a few coming up, this kind of example. We'll go along with it, all right? So most fundamental skills. Okay, this is the one. The basic inference, Yang Xiang, this is the one, how you infer. Just take note, there's a formula for that. Every source-based questions, everyone have a formula, have a way to do it. So if Jialing will know, Pei Kun should know, Xing Chen should know also. All right. Zhao Xuan, are you ready to turn on your camera? Yeah. Handsome boy, I see you ready. Why are you so angry with me? Okay, you're not handsome. Okay, I'm so sorry. You're definitely not handsome. You're damn bloody awesomely handsome. Okay, now what does all this here? Take note now. These are the 5 marks questions. Okay, I'm so sorry, Ziying. When it comes to inference, this is very serious. May I ask you, your teacher say, give 1 inference or 2 inference?
Two.
2, Is it 2? Well done. Okay, there are some students say, no, 1 will do. No, it's definitely 2 inference. Please write down as Yang Xiang. Yang Xiang? How many inference your school tell you?
2.
2. Well done. Okay. It is better to have 2 just in case one of your inference screw up. You still got backup. 记住哦, must have 2. So I will expect you to give me 2 during my homework and my test. Okay. Now this is the formula FIEE. Take note for basic inference. Chelsea, why so happy? FEMA, you see? So you must focus. Take note. You can take a picture or whatever. Please do not share with your classmate. Okay, these are all from my very experienced teacher who did it. Okay, seriously. First, Ziying, your inference formula is what? PEE or PEL? Okay, same. Yang Xiang also?
PEL.
Okay, Zhao Xuan?
Same.
Okay, please, if you can, please put aside. Chelsea also, Chelsea.
Wait, no, my school has something called VOMIC.
Call what?
VOMIC.
Can you type to the class, in the class chat, please? I don't want to misinterpret what you're saying. Wow, what is V? For inference. What is V? Value? The rest we forgot already. Because there's so many, right? M is the message. C is the content or context. I is to identify. V is, I don't know what is V, seriously. So, Ziying, I leave it to you. Mine is easier to remember, right? Okay, you focus the questions, which is, for example, what is the question asked you lah? Correct now, okay? And then first, next one, you infer, right? So, for example, if this focus the question, focus. Okay, the question asks about this, the conflict between the Sinhalese and the Tamil. So that is focus the questions. You identify, you see, he tie him out, right? So the focus is like what? They are very anti-Tamil, right? Next. Then where is the evidence? Is it true that he tied the Tamil there? Why are you so happy, Atzi? He tied the Tamil. You said this, are you? You like to see people being tied. Okay, then you elaborate why you think he being tied under the tree there. Okay, so it's called FIEE. Do you want to copy down? Okay, I tell you what. Is it okay if I complete? If I put it in the PDF format, I put in the Google Classroom there. Can you all pull out and use it? Zhao Xuan. If I put in the Google Classroom, 你可以 pull 那个 file 出来给你自己用吗？ Are you
I think yeah.
Okay, so 如果不可以不用紧赵璇 I can send directly to your WhatsApp. I think I have all Ziying I have everyone WhatsApp except you. So sometimes when I submit homework, I ask you all to submit homework, I cannot get you. So if you don't mind, you can give me your handphone, then I don't need to go to Google Classroom. I straight away I submit to your handphone. Okay? Can? If you have no violent objection to give me your handphone, don't worry. At night I will disturb you, right, Zhao Xuan? Sometimes I send the TikTok to you all, but some inspiration. Okay, look here. This one is very important. Look, adapted from an entry post on an internet forum. So is this a plus, minus, or what? Student?
Textual. Is it?
No. What I meant is let me rephrase my questions. Based on this one, is this going to be a positive or a negative or neutral? Okay. Yeah, just yeah. Don't read first. Let's don't read first. Don't read first. Always remember. Sorry. Don't read the content first. By looking at this, do you think internet forum can be trusted? Ziying, why don't I
be quite biased?
Ziying, correct. Well done. Ziying, I give you my number easier, then you send it to me because now I'm in the lesson, so I don't want to copy and paste. Thanks, Ziying. You copy my number, then you send to me. Yes, it's definitely internet forum can be biased, right? 对吗？杨香 you did a good job already. You infer already. Don't believe, huh? Let's read. Yang Xiang, why don't you read?
Speak to the man on the street, and not many will support the increases in the number of ERP gantries and their rising fees.
Wait, stop. Huh? Do you know what is ERP now, everyone? Jia Ling, you know what is ERP? No, seriously, you don't know, tell me. Chelsea, you know what is ERP?
I know what it is, but I forgot the acronym, what it stands for.
Electronic
Something about
road pricing.
pricing.
Yeah, electronic road pricing. You know, right? That means you go, wow, that day I went to visit my dad in the morning, wow, wow, 3 ERP, wow, my goodness. 一次过扣10块钱. Oh, anyway, I don't see any slowdown of the no, sorry, I don't see any changes on the expressway. In fact, there are more cars also. So actually, by the way, Ziying and Jia Ling and Yang Xiang, all this money collected by the government, they use it for good purpose, like building infrastructure for the country. So 这些钱不是收了给政府贪污这些they really keep the money for good things 赵璇，这些钱真的是给好像建屋子EduSave 啦，建老人院啊，还有给我们的 GST voucher This is really so 他们这些钱收来很多钱呢。Can you imagine every car pass by $1 每天呢 ？Okay, Yang Xiang, carry on.
If raising ERP rates worked, it would have sufficed the last few times. Evidently not. People get accustomed to it. The problem returns and the ERP rates increase again. There are already so many gantries on a CTE, Central Expressway, and yet it is still jammed.
Exactly. So you say, what does the source tell you about the ERP schemes? So definitely at first you thought it's positive, right? We'll say good thing, but end up it will be negative. 明白吗? So children, from now on, for goodness sake, I repeat, for goodness sake, don't straight away look at this and tell me whether positive or negative. 明白吗? Every time when you see a source page, whether your history or social study, look at the source first. 赵璇，你不要看到一个美女秋布你就说嫁给我吧。可能她是 gay 呢，可能她是可能不是正当的女孩子，那就让她多卖你明白吗？你当然是要一次两次的慢慢了解她，对不对 ？Same thing Bei Kun and Jia Ling. If you next time you go to your next year, you going to a poly or JC, right? If someone come to you, you might think that this guy, okay, no, you're not gay, this guy, okay, Ziying also say, let's say all of you guy come to you and say hello, hi Jia Ling. By the look of his face, you think it's good, positive, then you mix with him, right? 对吗, Jia Ling? But after 1-2 months, all the vulgarity come out. Then suddenly you mix with all the bad company, 我们不是狗眼看人低啦，嘉玲，他们参的朋友都是猪朋狗友，就是那些烂朋友，就是整天好吃懒做的。Then from the positive to the negative 了，对不对？Then 你就 move out 了，对不对 ？Then when do you be neutral？ 就是说你不要 involve 了，明白吗？子怡 ？Now you understand why source space is very important in real life. I bet your teacher share with you this. No, I don't think so. So this is good. So if you are able to identify the positive, negative, and neutral, hey, hello, excuse me. Hello. There's only 3 ways to identify, not difficult. True or not, Chelsea? Correct or not? Not difficult. I did ask you to remember 10 formula to look for a friend, right? 3 ways to identify. So please, Okay, so this is the one way to identify. Okay, Yang Xiang, is it easier now? Is it good now? So it's not difficult, Now this one, I like this one. Yang Xiang, Zhao Xuan, source be a photo uploaded by a blogger. Okay, you tell me, positive or negative? 你不要看 picture 啦，不要玩错啦。So usually is blogger can be neutral, positive, negative, right? So 很乱But 当你看那个 picture， 你看来 ，uncle， 赵璇。David。
Uncle, stop me here. Yes. No, don't drive fast. Stop lah.
You realize how can this is actually I used to work in this kind of places. There's no such thing. This is Photoshop. Photoshop, they put a lot of ERP there. 32. Wow, one whole shop 32. Hey, don't go. The more you go in, I'm going to charge 50 cents. Wow, Bei Kun. 本来你的决定是20块，它变成30多块了。And the taxi driver don't earn from ERP. Do you know that? All this ERP 嘉玲全部是回去政府的哈。那个 taxi 只是收你20块，可是你还那个 extra 30，total 你的决定是35块，那15块是去那个 ERP 了。然后 you know why? Uncle, stop here, stop. 不要走了，不要走。hello, stop please, berhenti. Ke belakang busing. Go back. Reverse the accident already. So you see, so this source Yang Xiang is to mock. So two inference. Okay, what can you infer about ERP? First, the ERP is not what? Two inference. Okay, can you tell me? Xiao Xing, what are the two inference you can tell from here? That the ERP is the flop.
The ERP is not well liked by the general public.
How? Please infer with example. Evidence, sorry.
The taxi had a text box saying that
Well done.
the bus driver to stop and not drive on. This shows that the people do not want to go through these ERP gantries,
To pay
so
extra.
they have to pay the extra fee.
That's one inference. Second inference. Can anyone tell me?
ERP is expensive.
Okay, thank you, but not the answer. Two. The one you are linked to is to Qiao Xing answer. What is the second inference? Please look at the picture. So I'm telling you, I love pictures so much because it really gives you a more easier things to explain. Pei Kun,
Wait, is it ERPs deter cars from going onto a certain road?
ERP what car?
Deters cars from going onto this certain road because of the lack of cars, like on the general road lah.
Then you must say 这样各位 Qiao Xing, you finally got a very close answer. Well done. You should say from this picture, it shows that ERP is working because it's only taxi that pass through. I don't see any private car passing through this. Correct now, Ziying? Right? That shows that it's workable, but it's very exorbitant. So no, and it works. It really curtail the people from taking, excuse me, private car to go in. Therefore, it encouraged commuters to take public transport. The person. Now you mean by ma? That's the two inference. Now it makes sense. What? Well done, Qiao Xing. You are very alert. So it's very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? The center here. Always use that for now on, please. Use a pencil, 4 corner and central attraction. It will definitely help you. It's already proven for many batches of my students already. Don't be stubborn as follow the 4 corner and the central attraction. It helps in your visual graphic types of paper 2 as well as your SPQ. It will definitely work, please. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Thank you. This one very good. This one, okay, come. 4 corners again. 1 corner, 2nd corner, 3rd corner, 4th corner. Jia Ling, what is IR? Intelligent Raymond. What is that? Intelligent Raymond? What is that? Come on, Jia Ling. Anyone can help him? Qiao Xing? Yang Xiang? Pei Kun? Xing Chen? Ziying?
Infrared radiation.
Good guess. Right now, integrated resort lah, bro. You know integrated resort the MBS 那个 jackpot 那个 MBS casino 对吗？赵贤那个 casino 你有去过吗？你有去过你去过，我跟你讲，我抓你under 18 you cannot go there. Okay, so 我跟你讲我的干妈就是这样的，她是真的很有钱，她就去 integrated resort， 整天就去赌打牌。And then you know Singaporean go there do you know not, Ziying? All Singaporean will go to casino in these 2 casinos in Singapore must pay $100. You know that? 还没有赌就输钱了，可是还有人 addicted go to gamble. So they is saying that, you see, what is the inference? 嘉玲 So now you know it's integrated resort, right? This is the toilet bowl, right? This is a life saving. What does it mean here? And then the central attraction. Jialing, just give me one inference will do.
The older generation people are using their life savings for the IR.
You ask yourself, does it make sense when you give the answer like that? Yes or no? Jialing, yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
then 不用紧，不用 embarrass 的 then 再来一次。Excuse me， 嘉玲，你可以在这边test out 10 times 不用紧嘞。你在 exam 你这样写，你就是完蛋，对吗？ So don't be shy, carry on. I let you think first, I let you think.
Is it
yeah?
The older people are wasting their money on the machines?
What machine? What's the machine called?
On the casino.
Yeah, if you don't know how to use the word jackpot, then you say waste their money in casino, gambling. Just put that gambling. Okay? Well done. Can I use the word flush? They are flushing away their saving. Correct now? Like flushing toilet ma. Xing Chen, how do you infer from this picture? Are you ready to tell me, Xing Chen? Zhao Xuan, what is your answer? Xing Chen, are you ready to tell me your answer?
I'm not sure what IR is.
贝坤告诉他什么是 IR。
Integrated resort.
什么是 integrated resort?
Like the casino, yeah.
The one in MBS, the Marina Bay Sands, right? Remember? And the one in Sentosa, the casino resort. The integrated resort means three things. One, it includes the staycations at the hotel. The second one is for casino. And the third one is like something like restaurants, shopping center. So it's like, that's why it's called integrated resort. I think in the Sentosa, that one is got the USS, right? Universal Studios Singapore, right? That's called the integrated resort. So you can, family who don't gamble can go there and enjoy the rides and the rides and also some fun, some family fun. But those who want to go gamble, of course, go there and gamble lah. Okay, so that's called integrated resort. Get it now, Xing Chen? Xing Chen, you get it? Okay, so casino. So how, by looking at this picture, the granny, what can you infer from that? It came out in the exam, by the way. This is under issue 1. Citizenships. What is the rights? Because when it came out, this Ziying, it was a big hoo-ha. Some of them even asked me, Raymond, as a Christian, I think you should sign and against the petition for not getting the government to build this IR. Okay, Ziying. Back 30, 40 years ago, when, you know Genting, you know Genting? 云顶啊，你们去过云顶吗？云顶也是一个赌城，对吗？如果你去澳门，就是澳门的赌城了。So when 30 or 40 years ago, they want to open this so-called 云顶 the Genting, that kind of casino, Lee Kuan Yew against it 你懂赌博是家破人亡的对吗？赌博是不好。But why after that Lee Kuan Yew give in and call it the integrated resort That's why Singapore is very good. They make it in such a way, family, because you cannot just open like what you call Disney World. So they want to know, you know what happened, Ziying? My godmom, before they open up, 他们去赌船你懂什么是赌船吗？ They went on board of the ship. You know those cruise 因为在赌船 cruise 嘛，你是在 international water 嘛，所以我赌你政府不可以抓我。有些赌到可以跳海嘞，因为他输钱嘛，被棍，他欠钱，他们要赌船有那些大耳窿借钱的。So instead of 所谓肥水不流外人田 right? So they decided to build this IR in Singapore. And my church people asked me, Raymond, you should sign this to against it. You know what I tell him or Bei Kun and Zhao Xuan? 我不喝酒的人，我当然不会去喝嘛，对不对？我不赌博的人，为什么 ？In fact, they create a lot of jobs. True not? 赵璇 and 贝坤 and 杨香 true not? Agree not? 子英 Agree? You know why I say that not? Recently, I'm teaching a P4 student. The mother is all the way from China, who came here to work in MBS as a cook. You create job opportunity, right? 对不对 ？Agree not? 我到现在都没有去过那个 casino. That does it mean that it's bad thing or good thing or what? So plus neutral. Okay, see, adapted from an entry post on an internet forum again. So is this a positive, negative, or neutral? By looking at it, it's definitely minus already. 对吗？子英 Right, 乔欣 agree now. It's minus already, right? So it is telling you what? 星辰 please give me your inference.
I can see that the integrated results are not approved of by the public.
Oh, you are very close to my answer. Yes. Yes. Then some more.
You can see from the image the person is flushing her life savings down a toilet labeled IR. This shows that the maker of the cartoon believes that integrated results are just a money sink that will
That's all.
it's just a money sink that does not provide any benefit to the people. That's all.
Thank you. One of my students say this one is like remind me of my granny, who after taking withdraw their CPF money, go there and flush it. This like nobody support, especially your loved ones are all the grandparents or senior citizen who going to flush their life saving into like this that this gambling is not have a good returns. In fact, you are wasting your time, your efforts, and your money. That's what this is. Okay, so now you know what is FIEE. Okay, you focus on the pictures just now. You infer from the pictures. That's what Xing Chen and some of you using this picture to focus. And then what is the evidence? You saw the flushing with the toilet bowl, and then you elaborate on it, right? Okay, this is for today's for the basic inference. So every week I have different things to share with you. Let's go back to my lesson plan. So I done this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Verbs, well, actions, message, impact, change. If you can remember it, I prefer this. Honestly, the verbs, of course, the verbs itself, some people might take it, you must have a strong bank, BANK, to have enough verb to add in your actions and message, impact, and change, which I think is definitely much better than using PEE or PEL. Confirm, P, 小便. Of course, don't. So I prefer your this vomit or even my FIE fee. Okay, please adapt. Okay, if you don't like the FIE, continue to use of this one. I find it's good. Definitely it's good. That means your teachers actually analyze very good in details to make sure your inference. And I believe one of these teachers are the regular marker in social study in Singapore. You know, social study is marked in Singapore. So he might come out something after years of experience. Agree not? Is this teacher very experienced? I mean, around my age or not a young teacher, right?
She's still quite young.
Yeah, I got no chance really. Okay. Young as in what age? 20 plus or 30 plus?
Say something like mid-30s.
then he or she will have a chance to go to the board examiner to mark paper. Okay, he might come out with together with your HOD to come out this vermic. Okay, seriously, then please use it, because definitely all these like FIEE or vermics will definitely help you later on in your A level in your university. Trust me. Okay, you learn dy dx is only unless you go engineering. Let's be honest. But this vermic or PO or whatever will use it in your thesis and writing or even your GP. It will definitely help you, and trust me. Okay, whether you are in the engineering faculty in uni or of course, if you study law, sociology, psychology, banking, business, medicines, this vermic will definitely be useful. You know why? If the patient come in, they are sick, what is your next action to take? Correct? Immediate, right? What is the message to say? Doctor Ziying, this guy, the blood pressure went down. What is your immediate impact to do? And then why not let him die? Of course, you do the AED, right? Something like that. So you change, maybe the medicine cannot use because it's allergic. Get it? Make sense? No, it makes sense, huh? Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. Yes, this is what I want from all of you, okay, to share. Now, look at this one. This is my formula. By today, if you want to, you can take a pictures, but it's inside the, do you receive this now, Ziying? Lesson plan? Yang Xiang, Zhao Xuan, 有没有 receive 到? Bei Kun, 有没有 receive? Jia Ling, 有没有 receive? Xiao Xing, do you print this out now? Do you receive this now? Okay, this one, you paste it on the wall, you burn it and you drink it, whatever it is. Now, let me explain to you. It's a bit small. I really touch out on the infer, which is called FIEE for inference. So what does the source say? It's called so then how. Always, Yang Xiang, every basic inference. So what does this source tells me? Then what is this about? How do I know whether I infer correctly using the FIEE? So, okay, this is called FIE. What does the source A tell me, show me? That is called FIE. Take note. This is a formula. Then when there is an inference with purpose and 6 mark, you must use the CMAO. Okay, I don't know what you use for your school. I've been using this method since 2012 until now. So wow, 10 years already, man. So I've been graduated for 9 batches. So you are the number 10 batches, okay? Xing Chen, very happy playing your chess, I know. Okay, please stop playing your chess now. Look up here. You see, I can tell one, you see, very smart. You know, you play, yeah, I win you, I checkmate you. I move my castle, I move my house, I move my soldier. Yeah, I checkmate you, you die already. Yeah. Okay, never mind. All right. So you see, for CMAOs, we have what? Was it stated here? Oh, we did not start. The C stands for the context, message, audience, and outcome. And then the purpose. Now, comparison, now please, for goodness sake, when you talk about similarity, you must talk about differences and must have purpose and tone. Usually, when you have purpose and tone, it's only 1 mark. And then most of the teachers say, don't waste time. If you cannot find the purpose and tone, move to the next question. But if you can find the purpose and tone, also don't waste time, don't write, move on to the next one. That is horrendous. Don't do that. If you can find, please write it. Okay, that's why I'm suggesting. Okay. So this one I will talk more about next lessons. Okay, next couple of lessons. So there's a common criteria, the differences, take note. And then reliability, right? Some of you say reliability. Remember, all sources are useful, right? Ziying. Remember just now, all the sources say Uncle Raymond is a gay, right? In fact, all sources are very useful. But which source is the most reliable? 明白吗? Okay, Xiao Xing, you and your wife decided to look for a condominium. Let's say you're married already. Okay, look for a condominium or landed property, a property lah. So you have to decide. In fact, your property agents show you 5 houses right? Then your wife decided to say, dear, I think all the 5 houses are very good, useful, right? Price are good. But he decided to choose condo, or let's say you choose all the penthouse condo from A to A, B, C, D, all condo. Then she decided to choose condo C, right? Then you ask your wife, hey dear, why you want to choose which one you actually condo C? Then she will tell you, oh, because C is near to my mommy daddy house. Okay, fair enough. Then 我们的儿子可以去那个 good school, say all right, fair enough. Get it? So for example, if your parents stay in Jurong, you go to RI is Siao. Very far, right? True now. Unless you drive him lah. Jurong drive to Bishan, no? Correct lah. Get idea? All the condo are useful to you because you are affordability, everything. But which one is more reliable? Which one do you think is good in terms of the long term, short term, and mid term? Get it now? 明白, huh? Okay, this is just a simple example. Now, the purpose and tone, for goodness sake, now, don't need to think too much. Just give yourself 10 purpose and 10 tone. If you don't know, Pei Kun, Zhao Xuan, Yang Xiang, if you don't know what is the tone, just put that the tone is positive and negative. The tone is biased, not biased, supportive, not supportive. 明白吗？不要想太多，只是放这样可以了。Just use whatever I give it to you here. You see, it's copyright in 2015. I modify it. I call the I syrup. I syrup. I syrup. I stand for inference. C stand for comparison. R stand for reliability. U stand for usefulness. P stand for purpose. T for tone. So from now on, Jialing, Yang Xiang, Zhao Xuan, Pei Kun, Xing Chen, stop looking at my face instead of your chest. Ziying and Qiaoxing. From now on, when you do your source-based question, use your ICRUPT. You die must remember, when I do my SVQ, regardless of assertion reliability, confirm I must compulsory ought to use this. Okay? Of course, Uncle Raymond will go through one by one. I already covered the info already. Yeah? The next few lessons will be talking about others, C-mount and comparison. And of course, assertion is the most important because it's 10 marks. So, okay. So this is good for SRQ. Conclusions, please copy down. If you have the lesson plan, okay. Wait, now I'll talk about this later. This one, I already give my answer here. I'm waiting for an answer because no one has been submitting to me, so I can't do much today. So this is the questions for SRQ for last month one. So what do you see? See? What do you see? I think Xing Chen and Jia Ling maybe has seen that at Pei Kun. What do you see? You see your name there, right? Zhao Xuan, you see your name there? Zhao Xuan, 有没有看到你的名字在那边？有吗？
Yeah.
Okay. Pei Kun, can I use you as an example? Okay, Starting from today, whether you like it or not, okay, pay attention, please. Starting from today, the movement for the next 6 months, Yang Xiang and all of you pay attention, Jia Ling and Zhi. Whether you like it or not, I get sick and tired enough. For parents kind of tell me, hey, how's my son, how's my daughter performing? So Yang Xiang, by right, this one's supposed to start at the beginning of today's lesson, but because you were having something, so I don't want you to miss it. So no excuse. As long as you're going to stay with me for the next 6 months, I'm going to have this student performance appraisal. This is not to attack you. This is to help you not only just for your social study, for your history, English. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if your parents are just beside you or somewhere, please, if you want to rope them in and sit down with you and pay attention to this. Anyway, I've been written this in a bilingual. Okay, bilingual. Okay, so Pei Kun, can I take you for example? Okay, today, the first lesson, that's why you must compulsory turn on your camera. I don't care how it is, you go and fix it out, please. So there's no excuse. All right. If you don't, okay, for example, today lesson, okay, Pei Kun, I use example only. So today, what your attentions, your excellence, maybe I would say give you 7. Okay. So next lesson, for example, whatever reason you got 7, then suddenly you got 5, you got, let's say you got 5, and then you got 9. Then your mom will ask you, hey, how come Pei Kun, lesson 3 you only got 5? Then you say, Mommy, remember that day I went for vaccination, I was very tired but not feeling well, but I still attend. Oh yeah. 明白吗? The number cannot lie. Because wherever I put the number, your parents on that side will receive this report. You will not find this report in any tuition center or even in school. They got no time, 40 students every month to write this perform. So by end of tonight lesson, I will be fresh in my mind. I will start keying this. This is an extra job to make sure, not you, I got so many students, I'm going to do it one by one every month. So only for tonight lesson, first lesson. So by end of April, you will have all this full report. Okay, 明白吗？Pei Kun，子英明白啊？ So this is not to say, your son Qiao Xing very naughty, very lazy, never do homework. No. So that your parents have nothing to say by looking at this, oh yeah, my son is doing something. Oh, my son, the behavior not good. What happened? Why was he not attentive? So I would create that kind of bonding to your parents and you. Hey, Qiao Xing, what happened? 我不懂啊 that day 我很累咯。Like Xingchen last week like that, we went for injection, he got fever 38.3. Okay, so behavior, for example, today you maybe example, okay, this one 7, you also got 6.5. Okay, then here 7, then here also 5, 6.1, for example, like that. Okay, so your attention, so everything's 一目了然，一清二楚啊。So for creativity, maybe today, no doubt you are very excellent, you pay attention, but today you're creative, maybe not very much fine. But suddenly you increase. Correct. They'll speak, maybe you, okay, this one discipline. For example, you turn on your camera, you pay attention. I can tell one. Okay. I will not go and complain to your parents. If your parents, hey, how come, for example, you get 4, example 4, right? That means the passing mark, these are all the scoring is here. Okay. It speaks by itself already. Correct. It's all there. So you don't need to kind of ask for me, Uncle Raymond, what is this? This is very simple. Your parents and you can read. Okay, this is where you don't need to come and ask my colleague, how is my son? Hey, I attend Uncle Raymond class for 3 months already, 6 months, still no improvement. This piece of work will tell you why. Okay, you decide for yourself. I'm not going to be, if you think you don't agree, then come back to me, Uncle, why you put my mark so long? Okay, I know I don't anyhow put one, and this is the one here. Overall, even though, for example, you're not disciplined, you don't turn on camera, whatever, then I will say maybe 6, for example. Okay, this one here, very simple. So you clear for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. This report is talking about ABCD. So you are very clear for this. So overall, that means from this scoring system here, okay, it's not like all upon 10, so 7 upon 10, 6.5, 10, so total of 40 marks. Then it's not the 40 marks I give you this 6. No, I don't count like that. I don't add like that. I think your overall maybe is okay. I can also give you 7. Then it doesn't tally, not like that. Okay, this is how I judge you on that particular lesson. Next here, very simple. Today first lesson will be NA, but next week if you don't hand in the homework, you'll be 2. Next week, another week, you hand in half lesson. Well, what do you mean by half, Ziying or Pei Kun? For example, Uncle Raymond give you 3 homework. 3 homework, you don't tell me 1.5 or 2 homework, you hand in 1, or 4 homework, you do 2. That one is also considered a half. But I can give you 4 homework, but you complete 1 homework, is considered half. Okay? So if you, for example, Jialing, for example, you don't do the homework particular month, is considered number 2. Sorry. It's considered number 2. But then after that, because you say, oh, uncle, then your mother will see that, hey, Jialing, 你没有 hand in homework on week 3 为什么Then so, will you test will you exam? Oh yeah, 是 you see? So you have to justify why you don't hand in homework. Then make following week, 你把全部的 homework hand in. 这样 is it good? Because this one, in actual fact, you don't believe when this report you print out and ask your parents, their performance in the office, in the workplace is exactly similar to this one. Not 100%, but very similar. This is where your mommy, daddy get promotion, get increments in their workplace. Is there anything wrong? No. Then, for example, Pei Kun. So, for example, you are here, okay? Need to further improve SBQ. Example, okay? You have slightly improved inference. Get it now? Get idea? Then here, you have achieved a good result. Please, for example, your SRQ. 明白吗，Pei Kun? Okay? That's not the end, children. That is not the end. A piece of good news. That's not the end. Wait. I go back to this one. Any question from any one of you here? No, If you got no questions, I will take this all the way to September. Any questions, Zhi? Jialing? Zhao Xuan? Pei Kun? Yang Xiang? No, okay. I don't need to ask Xing Chen. Now this one, next one, here. This one. This one actually is called the awards. Okay, 100 sentences, up to you. If you want to hand in your 100 sentences, this is for my English class, okay? These are all for my English class. So the only things you can do now is only for this one here, number 9, number 8. Okay, if you hand in your homework, this is some rewards given to my students. Okay. But of course, if you hand your homework 3 months consecutively, you are the leader, there will be some awards given to you. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay. Now let me go through this one here to give you some motivation. Xing Chen, you can take a break here from here, okay? Don't mind, because you've seen this morning already, yeah? Okay, guys, pay attention. This is something I hope that if you receive your WA result already, do you think you are happy with your WA? No, right? So I ask yourself, Ziying, Jialing, Qiaoxing, Pei Kun, and Zhao Xuan, Yang Xiang, do you think you have spent very fruitfully for the past 3 months in your life for these 3 months in 2022 now? Are you having aspiration, inspiration, and motivation, the aim? Okay, just a quick one, don't waste time. Which one do you think is more important to you, Qiaoxing? Aspiration, inspiration, or motivation?
Motivation.
Thank you. Jialing, Ziying?
Motivation.
Jialing?
Motivation.
Pei Kun? Which one is important?
Motivation.
Thank you. Yang Xiang?
Motivation.
Zhao Xuan?
Motivation.
Zhao Xuan, I thought you would choose inspiration. For literature student like you, I thought you will inspire. 就像好像李白嘛，他 inspire to 写那个首诗 right？ 举头望明月，低头思故乡。Inspire him right？ 为什么他 inspire him 呢？赵璇，为什么 inspire 李白写？为什么李白写那首诗
？Because he's like 他说他对那个家乡的思念了。
对咯，所以他 inspire 他，他就 motivate 写，对吗 ？OK， 对不对 ？So children, I think motivation come last. If you do not have the inspiration, in my opinion, okay, let me explain to you. Nothing wrong if you choose motivation. For me, Uncle Raymond, I choose inspiration first. Okay. Now look at this guy. You know who is this guy, right? Usain Bolt. You see, aspiration is to succeed. Inspiration is to innovate. Motivation is to win. So when you're looking at your SPQ, what inspired you with the old lady flushing? What inspired you to come out your inference? Then to create that kind of motivation to look at it, why you choose that two inference. That inspire you to have the aspiration to write in this example so that you motivate the examiner to give you marks. Make sense? I leave it to you. Next, from the aim to the MIA, stand for missing in actions. Are you going to mismanagement to lead? Indifference attitude, aimless without a goal or objective. So by looking your SPQ or SRQ, or even your life doing your maths, your science, your A maths, your E maths, your English, your Chinese, your chemistry, your physics, your bio, why sometimes you mismanage? Is it you do not have the AIM? You do not have the aspiration, inspiration, motivation? Maybe a lack of that. Okay, so things happen throughout the season that throw you off sometimes, but you have to learn from your mistake. Uncle Raymond, I'm attending your social study. I'm not interested in what your motivation talk. Excuse me, if you are not motivation enough or inspired enough, aspire to do it, whatever things I teach you, you do not have the energy to do it well. So I think it's right to share with this powerful AIM. That is important, especially as a Set 4 student. You must have aim to score better grade, which is, look here. Wow, very tired. Zhao Xuan, can you read to the class, please? Some student.
Some students takes 4 to 5 years to score A1. Some students takes 4 to 5 years to fail in life. Some students take 4 to 5 years to achieve success in life. Some students take 4 to 5 years to improve A, B, C, D to get an E. Some student takes 4 to 5 years to degrade to get F, G, H, I to get A, G.
To get a J.
A to J. A, B, C, D, attitude to learn, behavior to serve, character to respect, discipline in everything to achieve excellent results. F, G, H, I, fail, give up, hopeless, and inertia ends up jeopardized and career.
Yes.
Jeopardize the career.
Aspire to inspire before we expire. I know what I can do, so I never doubt myself. I think all of you must have this attitude, please. The 3 months has gone fly through like that. If you think you're spending too much time on games and all these things, time to look through your SPQ, SRQ, and all your homeworks. Okay, because you see, I trained 4 years to run 9 seconds and people keep up within 2 months. You are 3 months. Okay, has won 9 medal and 115 seconds to earn 200 millions. For those 2 minutes, train for 20 years. Xiao Xing, you are the leader in your life and your destiny. This is what I wrote down. Okay, pain is temporary. Wait, I'm going to read this one. Pain is temporary. It may last a minute or an hour or a day or a year, but eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If you quit, however, it will last forever. Very true, huh? Let's go, Chelsea.
What's your aspiration? What's your inspiration? What's your motivation? What story do you want to tell? You spend your entire life on 6 years in primary school to get your PSLE, 4 to 5 years in secondary school to get your NAO and IP, 2 to 3 years in your junior college and polytechnics to get your A-level or diploma, 4 to 5 years in university to get your honors and your master's degree. Total, you spend about 18 years to get to the top of your career endeavors and a good future expect in life, just to make sure you're not in the state of poverty and being bullied in life.
There you are. Right, Zhao Xuan agree now. Jia Ying, Ziying correct now. I think this is the right time since we are starting at the right note for the beginning of the second quarter. We have 6 months to go. I don't think it's fair that I don't do justice to you by telling you this. I only use this for my other classes, but I think it's good for you all to wake up call to make sure that, this journey is not easy. This journey is very tough. This journey is very stressful. But at the end of the road, you not only see light, you see a beautiful a scenery waiting for you, the family members waiting for you. It took me 30 years to what I am to here, with 2 degrees and 5 diploma and chasing for another master degree. Life is all about lifelong learning. So take seriously at every pictures that just I went through, look through it, pay attention. When you're focusing, focus it properly. When you're doing things, don't be 三心两意, multitasking. I know some of you can do it, but at the end of the result, it's not very good. You don't want your next generation to screw up life. 被困, Zhao Xuan, Jia Ying, Ziying, Xiaoxing, Yang Xiang, look at my finger. We have only 1, 2, 3. You know what's 1, 2, 3? Ready? You only have one life. You have two choices. Either do or don't do. But you have three major reasons. The first reason, for your family. The second reason, for yourself. And the third most important reason, for your next generation. Agree? So why don't you do it now? When you have all the factors helping you. Right? Because I get, don't mind. I know I'm not against you, Chelsea. I know you say you will take time to submit your result. Don't cry, don't cry. Oh, okay, give you tissue paper. Don't cry, Chelsea. Are you so tired? You okay? So for goodness sake, I need your commitments and your cooperations and your connections to work with me for what? To submit your homework. So that I can find your SWOT, your strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. So that I can find your aspiration, inspiration, and motivation. And this is the best time. Honestly, how many teachers or how many mentors will bother to want to help you? You can decide. Sorry, Ziying, joke, don't mind. How much you pay me? You're not paying me thousands of dollars. Why should I do that? Who are you to me? You're just my student. Why should I care about your aim? Can I use aim now? Right. Right, Chelsea, who are you to me? All right. But I feel that as a teacher, I have a responsibility to go beyond the call of duty to help my student to have the aim. Because honestly, I no hard feeling. This is recording. In fact, all of you here are motivated, not enough. And you dare to tell me motivation is very important. Motivation, all of you say motivation. I'm a bit disappointed, don't mind. Okay, because your motivation are not to my standard yet. Sorry, no hard feeling. To prove, don't need to prove me wrong. To prove to yourself, come on, guys. Let's work something out. Don't cry over spilled milk at the end of the journey. Say, yeah, do this, right? Since you are coming to my lesson, it's my duty and responsibility. I ought to give you the best. But you are not giving your best to yourself. 3 reasons, right? 1 life, 2 choice, 3 reasons. Hello, come on, my guys. Show me something. Don't say, 哎呀，我的 result 不好，什么? I don't think I teaching badly, right? And I think that you guys can go beyond it. Come on, give me your best. Don't give more excuses from now on, from today onward. Whatever the excuses you have, reason that, please don't tell me you have no time to do this, no time to do that. Time is always on your hand. In your hand, on your hand, with your hands. So please, I want to see result by submitting homework if possible. And of course, people like y'all participate during this lesson. Not enough lah. Seriously, not enough. Because the last Jialing, you know, right? Jialing last year, the group, right? You saw, right? You know who are Yi Chen, right? Those group, you see, after that they even ask for extra lessons. Jialing, you did it so well last year. You submit your homework here and there. Why suddenly your stock market drop already? I can tell you, Jialing, to you, no hard feeling. 如果你是这样的话，你的 mid-year result 不可能会考得很好，不是泼你冷水。你要 submit， OK， 你一定要 submit。你不 submit 的话，你的 parents 很简单 ，OK， Uncle Raymond do a lousy job， let's cancel the class. I'm okay 咧 ，and my life still go on 咧 ，correct 啦。But you look for another teacher, the same teacher like me, good one or whatever, better than me, they will still tell you the same thing, submit homework, I need to review. If you don't hand in to me, some people keep quiet, just earn your money, then 不对的，所谓是浑水摸鱼，对吗？说求求你，你要我现在跪下来我都会跪下来求你们，麻烦你我跪，跪下来，跪下来，我拜你们 ，OK。Please hand in your homework and any question, Jialing, I always look forward that you got homework sent to me 吗？你没有 send， 备棍也是 send 一次就没有 send， 赵轩也是 send 一次没有 send， the rest I didn't see， 乔欣也是 send 一次没有 send， continue. Hey uncle, I got this problem, I got this homework, please help me. I will definitely help you. Okay, so I hope you understand. No hard feeling. I'm not against you. All right, so can I have the commitment? So today is the first lesson for the next 6 months. So I need that commitment and help me. Okay. So I will, those homework in the past one, if you can submit. If not, I'm going to have more homework coming in. Test. Fair enough. The one you saw, the SPQ, really, I got one whole stack of lot of SPQ. Because in school, you can have not enough practice. There's no way. Even you can get A1 from this exam. You are maybe not say lucky. Okay, maybe you got a lot of practice, or maybe got not enough practice, or maybe you got some practice, you got A1 because they're good. But it still need more practice because you definitely improve, enhance, and share. All right. So